Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Sundial. As you follow my channel, I've talked about them numerous times here, and just time for an update. And so they had some more information come out, and I've been watching them. Thought about buying some more, getting in on the dip, but just haven't. So again, this is Sundial, ticker SNDL. Like I said, I've covered this one numerous times. You can see the right about back in here. Well, actually, before that, back in October, I used to get in at the 50-60 cent range, and started getting shares. Had a bunch of talk, bunch of hype that it was going to run up to $1 pretty quick, and as you can see here in February, it did run up to $2.95 was the high, probably the 52-week high at the time, but it's up over 27.5% for the year. So it's had a decent year, even though it has came down. Had a really great year if it would have stayed at those levels, but here's a look at the last 3 months, down over 12%, and the last month down 2.94%, and the last week down 9.5%. And here's a look at today. So it's actually having a decent day. So started off low, took a dip, and then 58, and then ran up to 62 cents here. So ran up a couple cents. As you can see, I have 210 shares here at $1.04, and definitely need to lower that a little bit. I think it used to be like $1.20, and I got it down to $1.04. So haven't really wanted to throw much more money at this one. I'm just waiting to see how much lower it goes, and there was talk a while back of it getting delisted. That would have been a good time to buy some more right there. In the 56 cent range, but I've just stayed away from this one because, as you can see, I'm down about $100 on it anyway. So, but I would like to lower that a little bit, at least to $1. But my fear on this one, if you don't know much about this one, it's an MJ play, but been around since 2006. 94.5 million shares, so this one's always got some volume. I've seen it in the billions at times during the Reddit back in February, the meme stocks and all that. Average is 79 million shares with a $1.22 billion market cap, a 52-week low of 45 cents, and a high of 396. But like I said, my fear on this one is it's going to get delisted. I want to say it was delisted, or almost at one time. Need to stay above $1, I believe, for 4, 5, or 6 weeks. If I'm wrong on that, or if you have any information on that, you can list that in the comments. I would have to look that up. I'm just throwing that out there off the top of my head. But here's a look at their earnings. So it looks like those have been going up. The next earnings is expected on March 17th. So we'll see what happens on that one. So if you have Sundial, you can put that on your calendar. But as you can see, I haven't bought any of this one since 420 is getting that at 85, 84, 90 cents. And as you can see what it's now, so I'm still down. But definitely should consider, I don't know, maybe buying 40 more shares or something, get it even 250. I'm kind of an even numbers guy for some reason. That's just no CD thing. But over here on Bing, showing it as a hold. Sundial Growers, the most interesting shares today. This is 2 days ago. So in the last trading session, 65.78 million shares changed hands as the company's beta touched zero, with the company's per share price of 64 cents changed hands minus 3 cents, or minus 4.21% during the last session. The market valuation stood at $1.29 billion. Sundial's last price was a discount traded about minus 518.75% off of its 52-week high of $3.96. The share price had its 52-week low of 45 cents, which suggests the last value was 29.69% up since then. When we look at Sundial Growers Incorporated average trading volume, we note the 3-month average coming to 114.19 million. Here's some trade information. Just gonna scroll through some of this information because I have some more information to go over with you, some that's a little bit more up to date, but data shows that Sundial Growers share is performing relatively better, much better than most of its peers within the same industry, as can be gleaned from the statistics. The company's share value was down at 34.43% over the past 6 months, a 69.23% in annual growth rate that is considerably higher than the industry average of 17.10%. Moreover, analysts have looked to higher expectations by upgrading its fiscal year 2021 revenue estimates. The rating firms predict current quarter revenue for Sundial Growers Incorporated will rise 100%. So read that again. The rating firms predict current quarter revenue for Sundial will rise 100%. So hopefully the stock would rise 100% along with that. Just saying. But we shall see what time will do with this one. Maybe 2022 will be a turnaround year for Sundial. We'll have to wait and see. If we look at who the major shareholders are, we find that insiders hold 0.60% of Sundial Growers Incorporated shares, while 8.81% of these shares are in the hands of institutional holders. The share float percentage for the stock currently stands at 8.86%. There are 8.81% institutions holding the Sundial Growers Incorporated stock share. So I always feel it's good to have institutions hold a company's stock, especially like this one, gives a little bit more credibility. The only scare is when institutions do have it and then they sell a big chunk, it usually goes down. So you got to keep that in the back of your mind. But just something to think about. And here's some Alcanna information. Alcanna attempts to boost shareholder sentiment for arrangement with Sundial, and this is dated here today. So just a couple hours ago this morning. On Wednesday, alcohol and MJ retailer Alcanna reminded its shareholders to improve a proposed plan of arrangement with Sundial Growers. Sundial, Reddit's favorite MJ company, agreed to acquire all of the issued and outstanding common shares of Alcanna in October. And while the transaction has been unanimously approved by the board of directors of both companies and was expected to close in December 2021, of the first quarter of 2022, the deal still hasn't gotten the green light from Alcanna's shareholders. So this has been talk for a while. They have been acquiring a lot, and but yet the stock price still doesn't go up. So earlier this month, the companies postponed the special meeting of Alcanna shareholders to consider and decide if it was advisable to move the special resolution to approve the proposed plan of arrangement with Sundial on Friday, January 7th. The meeting was initially scheduled by Tuesday, December 14th. Only 56.29% of the Alcanna shareholders eligible to vote had voted by December 10th, which was the original deadline to vote by proxy. Now the deadline is pushed to Wednesday, January 5th of 2022. So you can put that on your calendar. Alcanna's board of directors earlier determined that the transaction was the company's best interest and its shareholders. Leading proxy advisory firm Institutional Shareholder Services Incorporated and Glass Lewis and Company has also recommended that Alcanna shareholders vote for arrangement resolution. Get her done. Here's some of the acquisition details. Shareholders will receive 10.69 common shares of Sundial for each Alcanna common share held. The consideration represents a deemed value of approximately $8.08 per Alcanna share and implies an approximate 17% premium from the closing price of Alcanna shares on the TSX of December 29, 2021. Sundial recently reiterated its commitment to the proposed plan of arrangement with Alcanna and announced ISS support of the plan. What it means for Sundial: acquisition is expected to deliver more than $15 million of additional EBITDA on an annual run rate basis through synergies and other strategic initiatives. It includes Alcanna's long-standing liquor business with trailing 12 months of free cash flow of $16.4 million on a built-out retail platform, as well as an enhanced exposure with investment in Nova MJ Incorporated, a publicly listed pure-play MJ retailer operator in which Alcanna holds an approximate 63% equity interest. So, very interesting deal. So here it talks it traded at 1.30 higher at $5.46 per share at the time of writing on Thursday morning. And here goes over. And Sundial traded at 4.03% higher at 61.39 per share at the time of writing. And so we can take a look at so here's Alcanna. It's showing it's a buy at $5.45, and it is an over-the-counter stock. Here's a look at their 1 year. So this is actually one that doesn't look too bad. It's actually been kind of sideways for quite a while. Went down a little bit, went back up, hit a high there at the November 15th. I suppose that's when they were talking about the deal and a bunch of profit taking, and so now it's went down. But here's a look at the last month, last week, and today. So Alcanna is a Canada-based operator of retail liquor and MJ stores. The company operates stores in Alberta, British Columbia, and Kentucky. Company's liquor stores primarily operate under the brand names Liquor Depot and Wine and Beyond in Canada. I like that, Wine and Beyond. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. But company also operates approximately 53 MJ retail stores under the Nova MJ brand in Alberta, Ontario, and Saskatchewan. It operates in approximately 177 locations in Alberta and British Columbia. So we'll see what it does to the Sundial price. So another article here. This is out today. Sundial growers, a sinfully good stock to watch. And like I said, this is out today. December 29th fell 3.36% below its previous day close as a downside momentum from buyers pushed the stock's value to 59 cents. A look at the stock's price movement. The close in the last trading session was 61 cents, moving within a range of 0.5824 and 0.6092, basically 61 cents. Turning to the 52-week range of 396, I wish I would have sold there, or even $2, and 45 cents were the 52-week high and 52-week low. Overall, Sundial moved down negative 7.02% over the past month. Come on, Sundial. let's say you woke up tomorrow and Sundial was at $50. What would you do? Duh, dump it. Sold. I'll do a market order. I never do market orders, but I'd do a market order on that one. Sold. Currently at 59 cents here on StockTwits, 52-week low of 47 and a high of 396. See if there's any good comments here. That's kind of interesting. Oh, some very interesting. Let out the cocks. There are bulls around here acting like bears. That be true. There's over 90% bullish. Sometime in January, this could be a $1.91. Don't we hope? We released the Kraken on Wednesday. So we're looking at mid-February around $2. I'd be happy with that. Still holding. Holy. Is that a point? 18,316 market value of 10. Wow. That looks kind of like Robinhood. Today's return. Jeez, that is insane. I wonder if, I don't get that, if that's a partial share or what that is. Because that's a point, 18,316. Jeez. There's a lot of people in Sundial. People love it, or people just stay away from it. The only reason I'm still holding it is because I'm in the red, as you can see, and I want to get my money back out of it. But I love the stock. I love what Zach is doing. One day we will be ones laughing all the way to the bank. 2022 is the year of a Sundial. Mark this post. I sure hope so. Over here on MSN Money, showing it as a hold. And here on Tip Ranks, showing it as a hold also with a 49% upside, almost 50% to 89 cents. Crazy. So I'd be happy with $2. I'd be happy if it just got back to $1 so it doesn't get delisted. I think somebody mentioned in February if it doesn't get back up to $1, it could be delisted, because right about, well, there it was $1, so right about in here, right there, June 15th, so that's going on 6 months, and it hasn't, oh, there it was $1, so we'll call it June 24, though it's still 6 months, came down, had a run up there. I kind of remember watching it that day and thought, oh, it's going to go back to $1, and it didn't. But yeah, it hasn't been $1 for 6 months, so it's getting close. Need to get it back up. But if you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you have on this one that we could share and try to make some money or get our money back out of it. That would definitely help. And if there's any other MJ plays out there you want me to take a look at, might be doing an update on Hexo. Probably need to do one on there, but I've pretty much covered not all of them, a good majority of MJ stocks here on the channel. It's just something I have a long-term hold and passionate about. Someday it's got to become legal. On the federal level, everybody's using the products anyway, whether it's legal or not. Sorry to say, but it's just stating a fact. I go out for a walk pretty much every day, and a car passes me, and you take a breath, and you can smell weed. So people are doing it, whether it's legal or not. I'm in Nebraska, and it's not legal here, but people are still doing it. So that's besides the point. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.